أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Here we are, Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Welcome you all, and we are following our social study book 5. So this is our book, social study book 5, which we are following in this unit. So as you know, in the last lecture, we have completed lesson number 4, and now today we are learning lesson 5, life in the polar regions. In this lesson, we will learn about what are the polar regions. The Arctic includes the countries which are included in the Arctic: Greenland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, and the USA and Canada. So these two topics we will learn inshallah in today's lesson. Antarctica we will learn in the next session of our this lesson 5, and also I will give you little homework assignment. So let us start lesson 5, life in the polar regions. I am reading now. The polar regions are the areas of the earth around the North Pole and the South Pole. As in the first lecture or first lesson of our social study book 5, we have already learned the poles of the earth. So as you know, this is our earth, and this middle line shows the equator. 90° to the equator is the North Pole, 90° down to the South Pole, and these are called the poles of the earth. They are found with the Arctic and Antarctic circles. So the poles are to be found with the Arctic and Antarctic circles. So look at this one, is our North Pole. These areas are so remote and the climate so harsh that people do not go there very often. They were the last areas of the earth to be explored. The history of these regions is very exciting. Many expeditions have taken place, and people have had great adventures trying to reach the two poles. Within the Arctic and Antarctic circles, the sun remains below below the horizon in midwinter. It is dark all day and all night. In midsummer, although it is extremely cold, the sun remains above the horizon all the time. This is why these regions are called the land of the midnight suns. So now the Arctic. The Arctic. The Arctic includes part of, look at here, this is the map which shows the Arctic. So the Arctic includes the parts of Greenland, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Russia, the USA, and Canada. Around the North Pole, around the North Pole, there is a vast areas of oceans called the Arctic Oceans. This ocean, not like the other oceans of the world, it is so cold here that the water is covered by ice and snow. These white areas are shown in this map are covered, these oceans are covered with mostly snow. The surface of this ice cap looks like land. It has high ridges and deep crevasses. During the summer month, much of the ice on the edges breaks down. Look at it here. During the summer months, much of the ice on the edges breaks away from the ice cap. Huge huge icebergs float in the ocean, make it very difficult to ships to pass. Temperature in the Arctic for most of the year are below minus 23 degrees centigrade. The first explorer in this region in 325 BCE, before BCE means before the current era, was a Greek called Pathes. 700 years later, some Europeans went as far as Greenland and settled there. Today, only the southern part of the Greenland is inhabited. So inhabited means a place where a few people or animals live is called inhabited. The first man to reach the North Pole in the 20th century was an American called Robert Edwin Perry. Robert Edwin Perry, it reached first, it was the first American who reached in these regions in 1909. The people of the Arctic region are called Inuits. So the Arctic region, these are the Arctic region peoples which are called Inuits. Because there are no trees, the Inuit used to build their houses called igloos. So these Inuits used to build their houses from the ice, and these houses are called igloos, and these houses are built out of blocks of snow. Now they live in houses made of insulated material. For transport, they use yaks. Look at this. For transport, these people use these yaks. Yaks are the light boats made of animal skin stretched over a frame. Now they live in houses made of insulated material. For transport, they use yaks or light boats made of animal skin stretched over a frame. Now they also use motorboats. On land, they use snowmobiles, and they also use dog-drawn sledges. So these are the peoples using the dog-drawn sledges. These strong furry dogs called huskies. So these strong dogs are not called the dogs, but they have a special name called huskies. The Inuit hunt seals. So these are the Inuits who hunt seals, walruses. So look, they hunt walruses. These animals are called walruses, and whales. and catch fish. In the old day, in the old days, Inuit use separate, but today they have guns. Inuit use spears. So the devices they use for hunt are called spears. These are the different types of the tools they are using for hunting, and these tools are called spears. But today they have also guns, and they are using Inuits using for gun. They are using guns for hunting and harpoons, and they also mostly the peoples they don't have the guns, they use harpoons, and these are the famous devices or things they use for hunting. Mostly they hunt the make some small hole when these fishes or seals come from down side of the ice, come for breathing the fresh air, and these Inuits use harpoons to hunt these animals for their food. So the first part of our lesson 5 is completed today. So now I am giving you little homework assignment. So here is two questions I have given for as a homework assignment. Question number 1, what are the two polar regions called? So it is clear from the reading of the first part of this lesson, you can easily get its answer. And question number 2, name the animals found in the polar regions. How do they survive the cold? So these two questions I am giving you for as a homework assignment. So as you know, today we learn about the polar regions, North Pole and South Pole. They are found in the Arctic. Also learn about the Arctic region countries, and what type of a people live over there, and weather conditions over these Arctic regions. Inshallah, tomorrow we will learn about the next part of this lesson, which includes the Antarctic regions. And inshallah, we will learn Antarctic regions tomorrow. So till then, thank you. Thank you all students, and wish you all the best.